She is a woman who has a child before her marriage. And she says that something happened in her home for which she needs to confess. Something really bad was done to her child, and she couldn't forgive. And she had to equally do bad to her partner. It is her confession. My lips are sealed. My ears are wide opened to listen to her. Let us take her confession. You are welcome to Confessions on TV3, my lady.
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
What is your name?
My name is Gloria.
Glow, I would want to call you.
Thank you.
Beautiful lady. So, what did you do that you want to confess? Take us through the story.
Miss Nancy, I went into marriage with my 18-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Before marriage, my husband and I decided to have our daughter stay with us.
Okay.
He buys my daughter gifts, gives her money, takes her out.
Of course.
Does everything a father would do.
Love
for
me,
her
love my daughter.
Miss Nancy, just name it. My daughter saw that father figure in my husband.
Of course.
One day we had to change my daughter's phone for her. And after changing it, I decided to go through my daughter's phone. And Miss Nancy, what I saw is nothing to write home about. I saw the chat between my husband and my daughter. How that my husband has had 2 abortions with my daughter.
Your husband
Miss Nancy
has had 2 abortions with your
several.
18-year-old.
And how that he had threesome with my daughter and
He
her
had
friend.
what?
Threesome, Miss Nancy.
So she's sleeping with your husband and brings in her friend to come and satisfy her stepdad.
You're right.
Wow.
Miss Nancy, I saw the chats between my husband and daughter where my husband was telling my daughter that she is the best thing that could ever happen to him.
No, of course. How old is he?
My husband is 47 years.
47 years. And of course, an 18-year-old girl would be the best thing that ever happened to
You
him.
can imagine.
For a wicked man.
I don't know what got into my daughter. I don't even know if it was my husband that manipulated my daughter or if it was my daughter that threw herself to my husband. I don't even know.
And you will never know.
So after reading all these messages, I confronted my daughter.
You did.
Yeah. And I saw that my daughter was really sorry.
Yes.
And so I connived with my daughter. And so we decided to make the case as a rape case. We reported it to the police as a rape case. And so my husband was arrested and jailed. As I'm speaking to you now, Miss Nancy, my husband has been sentenced to 10 years in prison. And as I speak, he has already spent 2 years in jail. Miss Nancy, I can't live with the guilt any longer. I don't even know what to do.
Okay, the guilt of lying about the fact that it was not a mutual relationship and that it was a rape case.
Sure. I feel that my husband should not have done that to me and to my daughter.
A child that calls you father
Or
daddy, how were they calling each other on the phone? Like sweet or darling or daddy?
My daughter would call my husband daddy and my husband would respond Madipa.
Hey!
Madipa.
And how did he call you?
Darling.
So
Or beauty.
Your daughter is Madipa and you are beauty and darling.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Why are you coming out now?
Miss Nancy, I can't live with that guilt anymore.
Are you still in love with your husband?
I think so. Probably.
Have you been visiting him?
I tried doing that once, but I couldn't. Anytime I try doing so, I just get back the memory of my husband doing that to my daughter. And it puts me off, Miss Nancy.
And how is your daughter coping?
She's fine, I guess.
Has she had any therapy? Has she been healed? How is she getting on with her teenage life?
Fortunately enough, my sister is a nurse, so I sent her to my sister to take her through some psychiatric counseling or whatever.
Yeah. But is your sister also married?
She is.
I mean, just watching out for your sister's husband too?
Right, you're right. But I believe my daughter has learned her lessons.
We pray she has learned her lessons. 18-year-old girl sleeping with her mother's husband inviting her friends over to have threesomes with her mother's husband, a man who is supposed to be her stepfather, a man who is supposed to be a father figure in her life. This woman says, I am hurt that my husband cheated on me, not with any woman, but my own daughter, and I will punish him. She sent him to jail 10 years. 2 years down the line, she is sorry. She brought her confession, and this is some confession, and I do not even know. Right now, I need the opinions of my studio audience and my wonderful counselor to help us, help this woman and even her child. How does she undo what she has done already? This is Confessions on TV3, and I'll be right back.